Hey guys, it's the interview queen Alicia Atu here, and I would like to welcome you to a wrestling review by Alyx in Alyx's World. This is a safe space for wrestling fans to be just that, wrestling fans. So at this point in time, I have a favor to ask all of you. Be sure to hit that notification bell so anytime Alyx posts a brand new podcast, you'll get the alert and be able to check out the awesome content. And while we're at it, Alyx is trying to expand his brand. He has a pro wrestling tees store now, so also check that out and support him that way. Thank you so much for hanging with me, guys. This has been the interview queen. Now enjoy the videos.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's World.
Well, hello. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. You know what it is. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. If I look a mess, it's because, well, I've been bedridden all day. No, I don't have COVID. Calm down. I've been having one of those days where get me some nice relaxation, rest and relaxation, R&R. And I didn't feel like sprucing myself up for what was going to be a 15-minute video. Hey, remember my rule. When I say a number, if I say 15, if I say 30, just multiply it by 2, because that's how long it's going to be. So I'm telling you 15, so more than likely it'll be 30 minutes. It's not going to be a long video for my standards. I'm going to come up here, give my thoughts on NXT real quick, but mostly talk about the big events, which was Karrion Kross relinquishing his championship due to injury, and the major announcement of the NXT Fatal 4-Way Championship match next Tuesday, not Wednesday, next Tuesday, and it features 4 of the greatest NXT wrestlers to ever do it. So I hope you guys enjoy what I had to say, and if you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click the bell button to catch all my content when it comes out. And please give me your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, if you're here in the live chat, I want to get your thoughts too. And I hope you guys help expand the brand while you're at it. If you're curious about how to expand the brand, let me give you a few tips. You can like me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter at VX1. Alyx's World. You can follow me on Instagram. You can email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, or to, send me a question or two that you want me to answer. Donate using PayPal, Patreon. Super Chats are officially on. Every Super Chat donation will be shown on screen. And most importantly, buy yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Now, we have the old school Deluxe Man t-shirt for you old school fans. We got some new school Alyx's World t-shirts, but I got some big news for you. Today is the day. They're out, ladies and gentlemen. Blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirts are officially live on Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. You can buy your t-shirt today. Just click the link down below in the description or the little boxes below the screen to get you your t-shirt. It is worth the money, trust me. Thank you to Jay Knox and Firestar Hart. It was awesome.
Can you do live reaction for NXT next Tuesday night?
You always want me to do live reactions, dude. I'll do a review. I'll happily do a review for that show. But let me just say this real quickly before I go to the live chat. Let me see if the live chat's working. I hate when that happens. So usually when this happens, I have to go into the system. I have to refresh. And when I refresh, that usually means it starts working. Hopefully. Yeah, there it is. I hate when that happens. I have to do that every time. Do I have to do that every time we start a live stream? I guess so. But before I start doing the calls in the live chat, just know this. Next week we have AEW All Out on Saturday. So the plan is we're going to do the NXT review on Tuesday, the Dynamite review on Thursday, and then Saturday will be my All Out review. Well, it's going to be, Thursday's going to be my review of Dynamite and my preview of All Out. So you're going to get that right. Following Saturday, y'all, I need a break. I need a break. Like a serious break. I might take a week off or so. Because I've been doing non-stop live reviews. Back to back to back to back to back. Your boy needs a break. I need to relax. So I'm just letting you know the following week after All Out, I'm probably not going to do any live reviews. And I'll come back with a big Q&A to make you happy following that. But yeah, it's a lot. But I love y'all and I do it for you. So let me give a couple of shout outs here before we get to the actual news. I want to say hello to Michael Walker, FG204, Adam Ritter, Darius Irvin, Quentin Gilbert, Ant-Man Nation YT, is that YouTube? Ant-Man Nation YouTube, Ultra Shadow 97, one of my moderators, Emirola. I almost said Emirola. I don't know where I was going with that. Neo Space Ace, Christopher Carter, Tavon Jameson, Deepak CR7, Tino YT, Big Bubba Sanders, I like that, Rose Misty, Seth Wayne, and let's do one more. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna give this last one to, is it Tyron Hunt? Tyron Hunt, alright, I like it. So, thank you all for watching, thank you all for being here. Let's just get right to it. So, NXT tonight has some major changes for the product. The biggest one is Karrion Kross vacating the NXT Championship due to a separated shoulder. He suffered this shoulder injury during his match with Keith Lee at NXT Takeover 30. And it's unfortunate because they were ready. They were ready to run with him as their Brock Lesnar. They gave him the Brock Lesnar push. Came in, crushed Tommaso Ciampa, and ran through everyone to get to the NXT title. Wins it, only for him to drop it the very next day because of, unnatural circumstances out of his control. Well, technically injury is a natural circumstance in wrestling, but I don't think it was planned. This just happened, and it sucks. I feel bad for him. But at the same time, you gotta think, this is gonna be great for him when he returns. The crowd is going to receive him with open arms. You might have to turn him face. Well, you don't have to make him a baby face per se, but just make him a badass that just runs through everybody. He said he's gonna destroy the world. Okay. We want him to destroy the world. Now, we'll see when it comes to that point, when the crowd returns and he comes back to the crowd. I just have this feeling when he does return, it's not going to be as a heel. They might book him as a heel, but the crowd's going to receive him and treat him like a babyface. He just seems to be that kind of a special type of talent that everyone sees he's special. Everyone knows he's good. And it's going to be hard to hate him, especially since he has Scarlet. Oh my goodness, who the hell can hate someone with Scarlet? Okay, to be fair, that's part of the gimmick. It's like, how the hell did this guy get Scarlet? No, actually, you look at Karrion Kross and go, yeah, I don't stand a chance. It's not like Miz and Maurice, where Miz, you go, oh, hell no. What the hell does she see in him? I can get Maurice. I would be a better fit for Maurice than Miz. That's why that works. That's why that dynamic works. Because it's like, she's way too good for you. She is so much better than you, Miz. So much better than you. You have to come up to her level. With Karrion Kross, you're like, yeah, you know what? She chose a good one. He's tall, he's strong, he's handsome, he has a he talks like a narrator. Like you hear one of those opening monologues in cartoons or animated movies, and you hear that voice, "Whatever you see in a world," that's the kind of voice Karrion Kross has. So you really can't hate him at this point, but it's gonna be sad seeing him go. He'll be okay. He'll be fine because I think this time off will be great reflection for him, and when he comes back, he's gonna be more hungrier and a lot more dangerous. So with the loss of Karrion Kross, that rhymed, we now have to crown a new NXT champion. William Regal came out in the middle of the show and announced that next Tuesday, not Wednesday, I think they're moving both NXT and AEW away from Wednesday nights because of the NBA playoffs. But next Tuesday, NXT will feature a fatal 4-way for the NXT Championship. And it's not just your average fatal 4-way. This fatal 4-way will be an Iron Man 60-minute Iron Man match. And it involves 4 of the greatest NXT stars of all time. Adam Cole, Baby, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Daddy Ciampa, whatever you want to call him, that monster Ciampa. We'll talk about him in just a second because he did turn heel tonight and I loved it. And the one, the only, Finn Balor. So I don't know about y'all. This might be match of the year. Not just because I'm a mark for NXT. I don't care what people feel about that. Yeah, I'm a mark for NXT. Because it's NXT. I've been touting NXT's greatness since it started doing NXT takeovers in 2014. And let me just say this. Right now. When it comes to pay-per-views, special events, live events, whatever the hell you want to call it, NXT still reigns supreme. There has yet to be one promotion, one wrestling show that has topped an NXT takeover. And I can honestly tell you right now, this Fatal 4-Way should be the main event of an NXT takeover. We're not just talking, it should be on a takeover. This is the main event of a takeover that's going to be given to us for free next Tuesday. And hopefully, I don't know if it's live. It should be live. They should try and make this live. Because if it's not live, someone is going to spoil it. And I hope they don't. But regardless, this is going to be fire. So let's just talk about what the hell we're in store for. Let's just look at this match. First off, I love that we have former NXT champs. Adam Cole, who is the longest reigning champ. Tommaso Ciampa, who never lost the belt. Finn Balor, who at one point in time was the longest reigning champ. The first one to hold it for a long period of time. And then Gargano, who is the heart and soul of NXT. He is what Sami Zayn was, but I hate to say it, better. He is the better version of Sami Zayn. And a lot of people say that these 4 are the Mount Rushmore of NXT. You can argue Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, maybe put Bobby Roode in there somewhere. There's a lot of people you could put on that Mount Rushmore. But if you're gonna look at the 4 people who've done the absolute most for that brand, for NXT, you gotta put Adam Cole in there. You got to, because he's won all the belts. And I believe, I'm not gonna lie, he's had some of the best matches. He broke the scale on Dave Meltzer's 5-star rating. So yeah, the little 5-star, sacred 5 stars that we herald here on the internet, yeah, he broke that scale. Him and Gargano. So you gotta put Gargano up there. You gotta put Tommaso Ciampa up there. And you can't have an NXT takeover or an NXT list at some kind of level of credibility without Finn Balor. So yeah, this is the Mount Rushmore. This is it. Again, you can argue, well, I think blah, 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 blah. But I'm sorry, like if they was to say, if Triple H was to come out tomorrow and say, we are actually going to make a mountain with these guys' faces on it, who the hell is going to dispute that these guys shouldn't be on that mountain? You got 4 of the best wrestlers in the world. The world. As in the planet Earth coming together, and each of them having their own styles with their own stories. When I look at someone like Adam Cole, and look, that match with him and Pat McAfee, that just solidified it for me. This guy is probably the best worker they have, Adam Cole. Because this man, you could put him with anybody. Literally anybody. And he will make them look good. For his size, when people talk about how, oh, he's not even at 200 pounds. Like, Shawn Michaels was someone big, or Eddie Guerrero was something big. Like, Rey Mysterio, I can throw you the Rey Mysterio argument all day, every day. If he can work, make you believe, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? So you got that guy who could easily be NXT champ. And then you got Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm so happy that they turned him heel, because I am one of the biggest Tommaso Ciampa marks out there. I think he is easily one of the best heels in the business. And when they turned him babyface, as much as I enjoyed it and it was good, it is nowhere close to how magnificent he is as a villain. You can't top it. When Tommaso Ciampa is a villain, he's a heel, and he's allowed to be a villain and do mean, nasty, evil things, he's the best at it. I think that was part of the reason why his feud with Gargano won Feud of the Year. Yes, it was a two-man dance. You needed to have that really strong babyface character to be that foil for Tommaso Ciampa, but still, each one needed to be as strong. So, the fact that he's a heel again, it's like, there's no one that's going to top him. He's easily going to be the best part of the show. He is the best part of the show. Right now, when it comes to his heel turn tonight on NXT, when he had that match with Jake Atlas, right? Jake Atlas beat the piss out of him quickly, hit him with the rope hung DDT. I think Randy needs to just give up on making that matter, because Tommaso Ciampa has made that move a lot more dangerous than Randy could ever imagine. But the Widow's Bell, and then he snapped. And I mean, he went nuts. He hurled Jake Atlas all over the place, put his neck underneath the ring with the metal rung, the whole edge of the apron of the ring, the little metal rung under it. Freaking did the whole catapult, the little fallback catapult move, and launched his throat into the bottom of the apron, and that was brutal. Brutal stuff. They did the whole stretcher spot where they tried to reel him out, and then Tommaso Ciampa said, and did a widow's bell off the stretcher onto the ground, and then he smiled and beat his chest like it was turning him on. I'm like, yo, this is great stuff. This is what we've been missing. This is what we've been missing from Ciampa. This is what we've been missing from NXT. That evil piece of shit that you just want to see get rip his eyes out. And Cole is a good heel, but he ain't Ciampa. Then you got Finn Balor. You got Finn Balor, the man who was promised the world when he first debuted in NXT 2014, and he brought in the Demon. And we all said collectively, Vince, if you screw this up. I remember it. I remember that day when he debuted. Everyone, I guarantee you, everyone said at the same moment he debuted after the entrance, we said, Vince, I swear to God, if you screw this up, Vince, I swear to God, if you screw this up. And guess what happened? Got to the main roster, won the Universal title, won the Universal title, and he got injured. Oh, that sounds very familiar, like Karrion Kross. Oh, God. Luckily, it's NXT and not the main roster. But he got to the main roster, got injured, and it was downhill. He returned, and it was not the same. They made him a smiling doofus, and he wasn't anywhere near as cool. He was a jobber, lost to Bobby Lashley left and right. He won a championship here and there, but no one took him seriously. And he got to a point where he almost quit. He wanted to quit. He wanted to be done with wrestling. He had to come back to NXT to save his passion. And ever since he came back and turned heel and became the Prince Balor, it's been over with. Like, he's been killing it every single time. And they have booked him very strong. His promos have been on fire. His matches have been very old school. And I love the change in style. Thank you. I love it when people change their style with their character. They're not just, we're going to do the same shit, just I'm a villain now. No, I'm going to change everything and evolve and improve and get better. So for me, if Balor was to get this kind of booking on the main roster, we wouldn't have any issues. I think he would easily be in line to win the title. He probably had the world title by now, but because it's NXT and NXT is always better, he's here. Last but not least, we have Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. Look, I'm not going to speak too much against Gargano, but I just need to say this. I don't think he's fit to be a heel. Not saying he's doing a terrible job. Matter of fact, I think he's doing his best. I think Candice is a more believable heel than Gargano is. And even she's like, okay, come on, y'all. But whatever. When you have someone like Gargano, the way he wrestles, the way he carries himself, the way he looks, it's really, really hard to hate him. At the very best, at his best, he's annoying. He's annoying. Okay, he's annoying. Shut him up. But I don't think I've never gotten myself to a point where I wanted to see him get beat. Like, even now, this idea of him winning the NXT title, I'm like, okay, cool. It would justify his heel turn. And that was my mindset. It's not, well, I don't want him to win. Because, hey, oh my God, I don't want to see that little bastard win. No, it's just like, well, I mean, he doesn't really have a title run under his belt. He won the title, but then he lost it really quickly. He never really held that championship for all that much time. Cole held it for over 300 days, over a year. Ciampa held it for over 200 days, but then dropped it because of injury. And then Balor held it for over 200 days. Gargano barely held it a month. So, yeah. It's hard for me to hate him. I can't hate on Gargano. There's nothing for me to hate on him for. Sorry. I can't do it. Especially when you look at his history. And I still say this, he is one of the best baby faces in wrestling. That's what kills me about WWE. Why is it that we have two of the best baby faces? Sami Zayn, Gargano, well, Bryan too, but Bryan can work heel and face and we'll be cool with it. With Sami Zayn, he's a great heel, by the way. Sami's a great heel. He's an even better baby face. And in a company that is lacking that true top baby face, Keith Lee could be that, but we'll talk about Keith Lee in a different video. A company that's lacking that, you would think you want to keep it. So, I personally think the ultimate goal for 2021 is to get him back to being a babyface. Because look, like, I'm sorry, he just feels directionless as a heel. Like, but I will say this: when it comes to this match, I do love the dynamics. The dynamics look so good because each one of these guys have at one point in time confronted each other. Balor has at one point in time had a thing with Adam Cole. He also had a thing with Gargano. Gargano, of course, is legendary with his feud with Ciampa, but also had that series of matches with Adam Cole and actually had a match with Finn Balor. Ciampa had a feud with Adam Cole. Has some stuff with Gargano. The only thing we haven't gotten yet is Balor and Ciampa, which is awesome because now we get to see it. We get to actually see it. Which is also adding to the match. So for me, you look at this match, you look at what's on the table, you see what's going to come. You see what's coming down the pike. It's really hard not to get excited. It's really hard not to look at this Fatal 4-Way and go, this might be match of the year. If you're ever going to go into a match with expectations like this is the kind of match to do it with. And these are the people to do it. These are the people to do it with. Gargano, Balor, Cole, Ciampa, in a Fatal 4-Way Iron Man match for 60 minutes? Oh yeah, you already know Dave Meltzer's already getting his pencils and pens out and going, oh yeah, this is gonna be, what's a good, okay, this is gonna be some good shit, as Vince McMahon would say. So now comes the ultimate game of choice here. In other words, who do I think is going to win? Here's the great part about this. Any four of these guys can win, and I would be okay with it. You can give the belt to Adam Cole again. Screw it. Why not? He was already a great champ. Give it back to him. You can give the belt to Gargano. I mean, at this point, it would justify his heel turn. Screw it. Like, you might as well just justify his heel turn with a championship run. And then have him drop to Karrion Kross when he comes back in, what, January? Sure. Finn Balor, what a full circle that would be. Comes full circle right back to the NXT Championship. I think that would be such a great moment for him. But then you got the one I think is going to win. You got Daddy Ciampa looking to reclaim Goldie. I think for the sake of NXT and just out of sheer principle, the best choice is Tommaso Ciampa. One, because when you think about it, he still has an issue with Karrion Kross. So you have him hold that belt to January to fight Karrion Kross. That makes the most sense. And he'll be a heel. So you can have Karrion Kross, who you know is going to get a babyface reaction. That match is going to be fire. You do that match, you're going to want to see Karrion Kross come and kill his ass. That's money to print. Now you can do the same thing with Gargano. But I think long term. Because the eventuality is Karrion Kross is going to get this belt back. So whoever is holding this championship is just holding it to keep it warm for Karrion Kross. I don't want Finn Balor to be fodder for Karrion Kross. And I don't think he should. He shouldn't. I don't want to give the belt back to Adam Cole so he can drop it to Karrion Kross later. And he's already held it for over 300 days. He doesn't really need the championship. The two who need it, who need the championship, are Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano is directionless. He needs something. And Ciampa, to justify that beating that he put on Jake Atlas, you kind of have to give him something in return. So, my choices are Gargano, Ciampa. Knowing WWE, well, knowing Triple H and NXT, period, they'll probably go with Gargano. And again, I'm okay with that. Hopefully he has an actual run with it. He's the only one to not have a run, which actually adds to the fact that he might win next Tuesday. I think the best choice is Ciampa. And NXT has always been good with going with the best choice. Ciampa is the one that should win that championship next week. And that is my prediction. That's my prediction. So, it goes in order like this. Ciampa's number 1. He's the one that I think should win and will win next week. Gargano's number 2. Balor's number 3 and Cole's number 4. I don't really think Cole needs the championship right now, but if they give it back to him, okay. Sure. Regardless of who wins, this match is going to be fire. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Next Tuesday. People are already calling it Match of the Year caliber. So, there you go. That's my thoughts. I gave you a full breakdown and my full analysis on everything that happened. If you want me to talk about anything else when it comes to NXT, just bring it up. Bring it up here in the live chat. But give me your thoughts, y'all. Give me your thoughts about this Fatal 4-Way. Who do you want to win? Let's get some general consensus here. Who do we all want to see win the NXT Championship next week? I'm already seeing people saying Tommaso Ciampa. Dynamic J is a Ciampa fan here. He says Ciampa. Ultra Shadow says Ciampa. Noel says Ciampa. Victor Velasco says Ciampa. A-Shock, if Ciampa wins, then who chases Ciampa for the title? You can do him and Balor. Again, like, that hasn't been done yet, so definitely do that. I guess you can turn... I don't want them to turn Cole face to face Ciampa. Like, honestly, we should build someone else up. Let's do like a Bronson Reed. Or something like that. Tino YT says Ciampa or Balor. Joseph Winter says Ciampa don't need it. For real? Quentin Gilbert says Gargano. Noel says Ciampa. Roy Heat says Balor. True Fire 901. What are my thoughts on Wade Barrett coming back? Wade Barrett is a natural on commentary. I thought he was great with Big Joseph. That's a commentary team right there. So clearly, Mauro Ranallo is dealing with some family issues and won't be back for the foreseeable future. He's not even going to be back next week because I heard that they're going to keep Wade Barrett around for a little bit longer until Mauro comes back. So, hope he's doing okay. But Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett are naturals. I'm like, y'all could do your own show. I loved it. I thought he was great, but he's always a natural talker. He's always had that rose colored angelic kind of that kind of voice where you're like, I can hear this guy.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
I want Ciampa or Finn Balor win NXT champions.
To be NXT champs, alright. Either one of them's fine with me. Young Deku 2500 says Ciampa needs Goldie back. Yep, there you go. There you go. Did Regal return at Full Sail? Yes, Regal was there in person. Regal was actually able to come in. That was really cool. Deepak says Balor, not Balor, but Balor is not winning because he will face Volta at TakeOver Dublin. Can he? Can he go overseas? Alright, well, I'm cool with that. Ant-Man Nation. I think Finn is going to win because it hyped up the Prince gimmick and it actually gives Finn the credibility he deserves from being injured the last time he won a main title. I mean, it's cool with me. I'm not against Finn Balor. I'm not against Finn Balor being NXT champ. Jonathan Martinez says, I want Cole to win again. Again, I don't think he needs it, but hey, I'm cool with it. Dexter Loomis versus Tommaso Ciampa. Zendale says Gargano, and I'm cool with Gargano. I don't think anyone is against Gargano at all. I'm not. Are you? Let's see here. Joseph Winters, Rhea should be Io Shirai. I don't know what he's trying to say there. I don't think I'm. Oh. I need to see what they're gonna do with Io and Rhea and Rachel Gonzalez and of course Dakota Kai. I don't know if I'm gonna like Rhea versus Rachel. That might be one of those matches that on paper should be good, but end up being you know. Let's see it. Who would be the first mid-card champ of NXT UK? You tell me. I don't know. Who y'all want to win? Who y'all want to win? Did everybody give their opinions? I think everybody just gave me their opinions. They're just talking about other stuff now. All right, well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and call it. So, yeah, for sure. Oh, someone asked the question. Who should Io drop the title to? Rhea, honestly. If not Rhea, Candice. Again, like, if Gargano wins the NXT Championship next Tuesday, that should be a good indication that Candice is going to be a new women's champ. I don't think that will happen, though. I think they'll do the whole couples thing, and they're not going to get much out of it. But, yeah, like, for sure, Rhea Ripley should get that belt from Io, if that's where we're going. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I did pretty good. What is that, 35 minutes? Told you, multiply it by 2. So now it's your turn. Give me your thoughts about this down below in the comments. What do you expect to see out of this Fatal 4-Way? Who do you want to see win out of this Fatal 4-Way? Are you excited about the Fatal 4-Way? If you're not excited, hey, give me your thoughts anyways. And thank you for watching and making me a part of your day. But I'll see you guys next Tuesday for my review of the show and the match. And for whatever comes down the pike on this channel. Be sure to just subscribe. Until then, this is Alyx. Just Alyx signing out right here in Alyx's world. You guys take it easy. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you.